Good day, everyone. This is Digital World Tech Academy, and welcome to the last and final topic under statistical function, the rank function. So before I even dive into the two types of rank, what they do, and all that, the basic thing that the rank is saying is this. So think of having a array, right, or a list of scores as we know it, and we just want to know who scored the highest, who scored the lowest, and all that. So let's say we have a normal school scenario and we give exams, right? And the first position goes to whoever scores the highest, let's say 100 or 100, second position 98, third position 97. Let's say there's now a scenario whereby two students or three or more scored 96 over 100 together, right? So what we are going to do is that we're going to give all of them the same position, isn't it? Where we skip 5, 6, and we jump over to 7. So that is the basic idea behind what one of the rank function is saying, or the basic idea behind what we want to know in rank. So we just want to know what position is who has position 1, who has position 2, and so on and so forth. So there are two types of rank function in Excel. So the first one is rank.EQ, while the second one is rank.AVG. So what do they mean? Rank.EQ means rank.equivalence, while rank.AVG means rank.average. So what does the first one say, or what does it do? So rank.EQ returns the rank of a number within a list of numbers. If they are duplicate values, they are given the same rank and the next rank is skewed. Basically what I just said. So if two individuals have the same score, they are given the same position while the next one is skewed. That means if we have two fourth position, there will not be 5. It will be skewed. We are going to go over to 6. That's just rank.EQ for you. So rank.AVG function also returns the rank of a number within a list, but when duplicate or values occur, it assigns the average of the ranks to those values. So what this one will do is that it will say that, okay, first, so it's going to assign +4 divided by 2. That means two students scored the same thing and they were both fourth position. It's going to find the average of those rank and give it to each of them. So if it is something that can give us a decimal number, right? So let's say it's a 9 divided by 2, that will be 4.5 and 4.5. You understand? So that's what rank.avg does. So we have the syntax as follows. The syntax are the same way, both for EQ and AVG. It's just what they do that differs. So for EQ, we have the number, we have the ref, which is reference, then we have the order. So the number is just saying that which number do you want to know the position for? That means in this entire list that you have, which number are you looking for its position? Which one do you want to know its position? So you select the number. So it's not going to tell you that, okay, fine, we know your number now, but we need to look at the entire list so that we can check where your number stands. Do you understand? So that way reference. While the last one is the order. Do you want it in ascending or descending order? Meaning that, do you want the last position to be the first, or the last score to be the first position, or you want the first score to be the first position, right? So descending or ascending order. That's just the basic difference. So now let's go into a practical session where we just look at how we can do that. We can do all of those. So let me delete this. And let me insert a new one also. Insert a new cell. So I'm going to call this rank. So I'm now going to say is equals to, I'm going to use EQ because that is the one that is most popular and the most frequently used. EQ. So it's going to say the number. So like I said, the number is going to ask you like which number do you want to know its position, which number do you want to know where it stands. So because we want to start from the first value so that we can just fill down, you understand me? So I'm just going to click on the first value and say that I want to know the position or where the first value stands among other test scores. Do you understand? So the Ref says the reference, that means the entire test score in itself. So from here also we highlight the entire test score. Then comma, do we want it in ascending order or we want it in descending order? So in descending order should be what we should choose, because that means the first position will be the one, right? Or the highest value will be number one, while the lowest value will be the last. So descending order, close the bracket, enter. So yes, so Yi Bodo, the last student, was our first position. Shan Texera, 99 over 100, was our second position. So we also have this student, Gianluca, our third position. So our fourth position should be Debbie Orona, right? Fourth position, right? But we have multiple fourth positions. Can you see Laura Wilder, also fourth position? So we have two fourth position. That means there's no fifth. So what are we looking for now is a sixth position. So is there a sixth position? Sixth position, sixth position. Okay, we have three fourth position. Wow, that's a lot. So this is one, this is two, and this is three. So that means we are going to have four, five, six. So all of them are going to get fourth position. So there's no five, there's no six. So the next one is seven, right? So that's why there's no six. So that's that with them. So that's how they work. So the same thing applies to rank.avg. It's the same formula. You can just check it out and to give you. Let me just do it so that you all can see how it's done. So C is equals to rank.avg. See the same thing. This, then the reference, comma, then the order. Close the bracket, enter. So that is that. So look at this, right? So he did the average of all of these ones that have the same position, and it happens to be 5. So he distributed it for them. So that's that. That's that. All right. So you can dive into that, learn that, and I'll see you guys some other time in another lecture. Thank you very much.